the boy never expected. After being reincarnated, he just wanted to check whether he was a boy or a girl. Unexpectedly, the maid beside him thought he had wet the bed. She immediately pulled down his pants. It turned out Cain was born into a noble family. His father was a powerful count with his own army, but since there were 2 older brothers and a sister above him, Cain had no right of inheritance. He didn't care about that. When he learned this was a world of swords and magic, he decided to learn magic and become an adventurer, to use magic as soon as possible. Cain learned to read in just 2 days. His parents considered him a genius. However, regarding learning magic, they thought it was still too early. At least 2.5 more years were needed. That is, he would have to wait until he was 5 to be baptized at the church. Cain agreed, but when he returned to his room, he just casually tried casting magic. The first time he cast magic, he almost burned down the house. Yet Cain was amazed to find he could learn magic immediately. His sister Renee took good care of him. She voluntarily took on the task of teaching him, which helped him better understand the world, taught him history and culture. 2 years later, Cain reached the age for baptism. It was also the first time he traveled far and saw the outside world. Soon they arrived at the church. The 7 statues before him represented the 7 actual gods. Praying to them would randomly grant a divine blessing, but as the archbishop finished his recitation, all 7 statues simultaneously erupted with dazzling light. When he came to his senses, Cain found himself in the world of the 7 gods. Each god bestowed Cain with a different blessing. The gods then sent Cain back. Seeing the statues emit such blinding light, his father eagerly wanted to check Cain's stats. Cain excused himself, claiming a stomachache, and ran off. He went somewhere alone, but when he opened his status panel, he was stunned. All 7 attributes were at level 10. Normally, even at maximum, human levels only reach 5. How could he dare show such high stats to anyone? Fortunately, the god of creation left a safeguard. Level 10 creation magic could hide ability values. Cain modified his panel before showing it to his parents, but he never expected. He had still overlooked some numbers. Seeing the 7 blessings and over 300,000 magic power, his father was completely dumbfounded. Even the court magicians only had around 10,000, and Cain was only 5 years old. Although his future was limitless, if word got out by accident, the nation would surely see Cain as a threat. After his father instructed everyone to keep this strictly secret, Cain returned to his room safely. There, the summoning magic book on his bed caught his attention. After everything he had experienced, all he wanted now was to be healed by fluffy animals. So he eagerly went outside to cast a summoning. Unexpectedly, what appeared was a minotaur. Coincidentally, his sister and a cat girl were also walking over. Cain blocked them, determined to prevent the tragedy of his past life from repeating. Now that he had learned magic, he had to fight with all he had. But lacking combat experience, Cain's first attack failed. Fortunately, he had immense magic power. The next second, a massive magic circle instantly killed the minotaur. However, Cain exhausted too much magic and collapsed from fatigue. Luckily, before passing out, he finally saw the fluffy animal he had longed for.